When Fraser leans back into him, Jonathan unzips his pants. Fraser is both shocked and excited, but as he turns and nuzzles Jonathan, the bravado seeps out of him. Published on 22:52 Pacific Standard Time, October 26, 2020 HBO. In the penultimate episode, we wake up with the shock of death. It instantly turns the sun-dappled dreamy show into the dreary rain-drenched landscape of grief and madness. Craig, Corey Knight, brother, mentor and friend to the younger kids, dies in faraway Afghanistan after he and 2 other soldiers are blown up by an IED. More than any other community, an army base is where the death of a soldier is felt most immediately and convulsively. Everyone stands still, the flags come down, and so do the decorations for Thanksgiving. At school, Caitlin, Jordan, Kristine Seamón, and Britney, Francesca Scorsese, break down crying as Danny, Spence Moore II, breaks a pencil in rage. In all this, the trio of Col Sarah Wilson, Chloe Sevigny, her wife Maggie, Alice Braga, and their son Fraser, Jack Dylan Grazer, are the outsiders. They are too new to the base to have known Craig and the others well enough to mourn them. Plus, everyone on base blames Sarah for shipping these heartbreakingly young soldiers out before their 90 days of ramp-up, where they get ready mentally to operate in hostile territory, was up. Sarah calls it a tough decision, the others see it as a betrayal of the kids, especially Richard, Kid Cudi, and Caitlin's old gang, who have several violent breakdowns between them. It doesn't help that Fraser, who is hypersensitive otherwise, is uncharacteristically unfeeling when he tells his grief group, which includes Caitlin, that a soldier's body bag is sometimes filled with rocks to make up for missing body parts. It earns him a well-deserved slap from Caitlin. Caitlin also steps away from Sarah's influence, tearing up the pamphlet for the counseling center, deciding that her self-journey around gender can wait. Richard has a drunk meltdown at the Thanksgiving dinner turned funeral reception, turning on Sarah, publicly, embarrassing her and calling into question her leadership abilities. Jenny Faith Alabi pushes away Maggie with the only words that can hurt her, that she is not a mother. Jenny's son, Danny, has his meltdown in the former Eden, the remote mansion where the gang was last with Craig. We see the inverse of that joyful hedonistic day as the kids again dance, do drugs and drink. But this time it is to cope with overwhelming grief. Paradise is lost, and brutally at that, as the youngsters realize that youth doesn't protect from death. Craig's Italian wife says as much, she is only 19 and now will be his widow forever. Danny goes absolutely mental, thinking that a giant spider is Craig reincarnated and attacking furniture, screaming if Craig was hiding in any of them. Spence Moore II, who plays Danny, is a good actor, but he isn't a great actor.